Good evening. It's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's Friday night. And, as always, it's SciFridays. Hey, everybody. It's Captain bringing you some more classic sci-fi from days gone by. So, Captain's got some stuff he wants to talk to you guys about. We're going to wait till the end of the episode. I've been thinking about some stuff, and I'm going to put it out there at the end. So, think about that. And, man, just a lot going on in the Captain, man. A lot going on. Whew. Got the movie, got 3 shows a week, got the family, got the shop. Shop's busy. Whew. Man, a lot going on. And speaking of the shop, SciFriday is brought to you by RU Game, the best comic book collectible video game, magic, role-playing, toy store located at 124 North Sunset Drive, Pickle, Ohio, 45356. And you know what's really funny? You know what Walmart's toy section looks like? You know, you go out there, you try to buy your G.I. Joes, your Star Wars and stuff like that, your He-Man. Yeah, come to my store. We've got G.I. Joe, He-Man. Yeah. Although I'm not going to lie, He-Man sells quick. G.I. Joe sells really quick, and Star Wars sells okay. So, I get all that stuff. And my prices are comparable. So, I'm not going to lie. Are they as cheap as Walmart? Probably not, because I'm not Walmart. But they're still relatively cheap, you know. So, all right. As I babble. So, we're getting close. This is episode 69, man. 69. Gotta do that. Gotta get that joke out of the way. I'm an adult, and I'll still make fun of that. So, the Captain is working on trying to get his comics in order, which will probably never happen. My wife and my kids tell me that when all my comic books are all 100% in order, and I put my last book in order, I'll fall over dead of a heart attack. Yeah. I always had the dream that I would be working in my comic book room and the boxes would fall and I would be buried under a bunch of boxes and comics and no one would find me for like 3 days. They'd keep going to the store, the doors would be open, people would rob me blind, no one would go in the back, no one would find me. Come find out, I'm just buried under boxes of comics. So, morbid to start the day off, right? So, thinking of morbid, we are this close. We are episode 7 of Quark. It's almost done, so enjoy it while you can. So, this is episode 7 of Quark, and this is the All Emperor. Enjoy.
Star Note. Last week I was captured by Zorgon the Malevolent, the most vicious Gorgon space pirate and half-brother to the High Gorgon himself.
What have you got to say for yourselves?
We give up.
Throw these people in the prison chamber.
You got to stop those walls!
Will you tell me where it is?
What is it?
Right now, Quark. Where is it?
Stop it! Turn off your walls! It is on asteroid Rumbar. We arrive at asteroid Rumbar in 6 hours. Zorgon wants me with him when we land. When he sees I've been bluffing, I'll be killed.
Ready, Commander.
Okay, let her go. Gene, Andy, get back to the ship. Contact Palindrome. Tell him we've been captured by Zorgon and we need his help. Sorry, miss. What you have to do is get Empress Libido to leave a gamma gun for me under Zorgon's throne. After a while, Libido will start repeating your name over and over. Her breathing will become irregular. happens, you ask her for the gamma gun.
When all this happens, shouldn't I call a doctor? Libido, this is where we're going to have a problem. You see, where I come from, we don't kiss, we pollinate.
Pollinate?
Libido! What's going on here? What are you doing?
We were pollinating, sir.
Pollen! A vegeton!
Professor Markov, we've all been looking forward to your speech on the care and operation of it.
Yes, of course, my speech. Mm-hmm.
Congratulations, Quark! It's here!
It is?
All the galaxy will cower at my feet. The Gorgons will rule over all the planets. We will destroy the head and Perma One and replace them with the rule of the High Gorgon. And Quark, it's all because of you!
Betty! Betty!
It's there, Quark. It's really there, you were right.
But that's impossible. I don't even know what it is.
Did well, Quark.
Then stop those walls!
All right. Perma One has obviously told you about the legend.
What legend?
Well, now it's my turn to thank you as only Zorgon the Malevolent knows how. Bartel, are there any Lizargoths on this asteroid?
Yes, Your Highness.
Very well. Then take Quark and the Bettys out and feed them to a Lizargoth.
Oh, no, come on. Wait a minute. What about our agreement? I took you to it. You even told me I did well.
You did? I'm very grateful to you. That's why I'm being so lenient.
Lenient? You're feeding me to a Lizargoth. I hate to see your idea of strict.
Freeze. All right, turn off the laser. Throw the gun in the corner. Unlock him. Oh, I've never done anything like this before. Only you could drive me to such desperate ends. Oh, tell me it was worth it, Pandorata. Tell me you love me.
Libido, and I think you'll find this interesting. As a vegeton, not only am I incapable of love, I'm not even grateful for you rescuing me.
Promise me you'll never change, Pandorata.
It is not in my nature to change, except, of course, with the seasons.
Against the wall. Marry me, Pandorata. You and I will be one.
Libido, your mathematical ability is negligible. You and I would be two, not one.
Marry me, Pandorata.
That is impossible.
Okay, we'll live together first.
Libido, I must rescue my commander. I will need your gun.
Oh, no, Can't have it.
Libido, it is my opinion you will not use that gun. Libido, I have revised my opinion.
Marry me, and I'll give you the gun.
If that is what I must do to rescue my commander, I will make such a sacrifice.
And we will live happily ever after?
You will live happily ever after. I will just live.
Once you have it, what you gotta do with it is you gotta heat it.
If they buy that, sell them land.
I'm sorry, Professor. I fail to see what effect that could possibly have.
What effect? What effect? The man is talking to me about effect. I'll tell you what effect it would have. Once you heat it, it will become hot.
Of course. How stupid of me.
Would anyone like to buy some land?
My nurse and I are feeling a little parched, so we're gonna start up again in about an hour.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you. Come in.
Don't look back. Keep moving. You were a bomb.
Isn't this a beautiful spot, Adam? So calm and pretty, it's like a picture book. I would be alone.
I don't think we're alone.
Can't you talk to him, Adam?
He's not here to chat. He's here to eat.
Adam, do something!
Do something. What can I do?
Are you mad at us, Adam? Don't be mad. If I thought you were mad, I'd die. I loved you from the first time you said, Betty, pick up the garbage.
What are you two doing? Will somebody tell me? Look out!
Greeting. I am the Baron.
The Baron.
I am the Baron of the Forest People.
Star Note.
Of course. Who else saves you from being eaten by Elizabeth but the Baron of the Forest People?
I sense danger. Come, we'll talk more at my camp. These woods are not safe.
Not to mention the wildlife.
I'm tired. I want to rest.
You're tired. You're a machine.
I'm a tired machine.
I don't believe this.
Believe it. It's been a long day.
Gorgons, let's jump 'em.
Gene, Gorgons are people just like you and me.
Gorgons are people. Andy, that's sick. Now let's jump 'em.
I don't want to jump.
I'm the commander now. I order you to jump. Now let's jump 'em.
I will not jump.
They're almost here. Let's jump. Now. Andy, why did you do that?
Being chained to you threatens my life expectancy.
Andy, what's wrong with you?
Have you got a few moments? I don't know where to begin.
Sir, the transmute and the robot have escaped from the ship, but security expects to have them back in custody shortly.
Very good. When they get them back, have the security people eliminated.
Yes, sir. Oh, and according to our calculations, the legend should come true tonight.
Wonderful. You're looking at a fulfilled Emperor, Bartel. Libido! What is the meaning of this?
Don't push it, Dad.
Would you defy your father?
Oh, I've never met a plant like him.
I see. Do you love her?
No, sir, I do not.
What?
Oh, but that's just his way. Pandorata's free of emotions, guilt, and things just don't bother him. He's the most nowhere man I've ever met.
Does it bother you to learn that Quark has been eaten by Elizabeth?
Although I respect him deeply, I do not feel what you animals might call anguish or despair.
Does it bother you that the Bettys have been eaten by Elizabeth?
Not at all.
He seems to have a pretty good head on his shoulders, eh, Bartel?
Yes, sir.
It's nice to see there's still some sense of decency left in the world.
Daddy! Does that mean that I can have him?
I never could deny you anything, Libido.
Oh, and you will still marry me?
I gave my word, and I will keep it. I will give Libido exactly the care she deserves.
Call him Dad.
Dad.
Don't call me Dad.
Good beef, huh, Betty?
Oh, yes, Baron of the Forest People.
Baron, Zorgon spoke about a legend.
What do you know about it?
Nothing, except that whatever it is, it's very popular around here.
You are an enemy of Zorgon's.
The man was feeding me to Elizabeth. I'd hardly call that a friendly act.
My ancestors are not from the asteroid Rumba. For centuries, they lived an idyllic life on the planet Poo-Poo. Whenever they were threatened or oppressed, it would always protect them. They would proceed to wherever the equinox fast approaches the constellation Lupe and lines up with the lights of Delor within the orbit of our beloved Poo-Poo.
That's really some legend, Baron.
Then Zorgon was born.
There's more?
Just as we were about to discover our miraculous ancestral legend that will make us impervious to our enemies, as luck would have it, Zorgon has showed up.
Baron, it wasn't luck that brought Zorgon here. I'm afraid it was me. He thought I was an undercover agent for Perma One.
You? But why?
It was an accident. I just got in the middle of this. I don't know why. I'm a stranger.
The stranger. And the miracle will lead the stranger to it. And with it, the stranger will defeat our oppressors. And Quark, you are that stranger.
Star Note, this has been a very unusual day.
According to our galactic computer, the miracle should begin soon.
Send an expedition and have them bring it to me. Soon it will be mine. It will all be mine.
Commander!
Gene!
Thanks, my furry little forest friend. I'll never forget you.
Gene, this is the Baron.
Baron, you and your people are making these woods a lot safer place for all of us.
Thank you, Gene.
Gene, did you get word through to Perma One?
Nah, the halls were filled with Gorgies. Me and Andy were lucky enough to make it off the ship. Do you hate Gorgons?
Where's Andy?
He's hiding back by Zorgon's ship, pretending he's a nurse.
Hey, what do you think of this new gamma gun? It's kind of neat, huh?
What is that?
The miracle. Those beams of light will lead us to it. We must beat the Gorgons.
What's the plan, Adam?
I got a plan.
What is it, Gene?
No Gorgie's gonna beat me to it.
Gene! Gene! I thought we were going to discuss the plan. You just don't go do a plan. You talk about it first.
Star note. Maybe I am the stranger. The miracle led us through the night. As the dawn breaks, we are very near our destination. I have never wanted anything as much as it.
This must be it. Open it, Adam. Open it.
So, it is a stone.
Oh, Adam.
That goes very nice with your outfit, Commander.
According to the legends, you are invincible. And the invincible stranger will defeat the oppressors of the forest people, namely Zorgon.
Star note. I am invincible!
Yes. Dad, I need some advice.
Ah, Quark again, huh?
Yeah, he's, disappeared.
Disappeared?
Dad, the head has suspended me. What can I do?
You must go back, look the head right in the eye, and do what palindromes have done for hundreds of years. Beg.
Bang! Thanks, Dad.
Adam, I'm worried about you. Please take Gene's gun.
Oh, but Betty, that isn't fair. The commander's got the stone.
Adam, take the gun.
Betty, some power greater than us has brought me to asteroid Rumbar. Certainly you cannot deny the miracle. I am the stranger. I am invincible. Door open.
What is it, Bartel?
Quark is alive, and he has it.
No, I must have it.
Sir, I've analyzed the stone over my M2V scanner. It's completely worthless. Maybe it is not good with doors.
Door open.
After all these years, after all my efforts? Well, of course, I didn't want the stone for its powers.
Of course not, sir.
I wanted it for its beauty. To put in my collection. For my sensitive side. But so all is not totally wasted. Let Quark in. We'll destroy him and gain that beautiful stone. It's the artist in me.
Star note. My life is riding on a rock from the planet Poo-Poo.
Gene, give me the gun.
But you're invincible.
Invincible? I can't even get the door open. Door, I order you to open.
Jumping space bets!
Oh, I see. You just have to be firm with it.
Commander, can I wear that stone?
No, Gene. You can have the gun. Don't make a move. He's going to take his hand away from your mouth, and you're going to tell me very quietly where I can find the Vegeton who goes by the name of Ficus Pandorata. Do you understand? All right, talk.
He's with the Empress Libido in her private chambers.
Thanks, Gorgie.
I wasn't through questioning him. We don't know where Libido's chambers are.
Oh. Well, he'll come around in about an hour. Baron, do you hate the Gorgons?
Gene.
You're a good man, Baron. You're a good man.
Star note. Gene is not the kind of person you'd want to be with on a planet with a lot of moons.
Door open.
You're going back to your maker, Quark?
Door closed.
Ah, so the legend is true.
You didn't know?
There were some gray areas.
So the stone has no powers, eh?
Sir, I swear it's completely worthless. The disintegration ray must have reflected off the stone, or Quark would be dead.
Come on, we gotta get Zorgon.
First, we have to make sure Ficus is all right.
Don't worry, my furry little forest friend. We'll take care of Zorgon.
Furry little forest friend? Poor Quark here. The cycloid will take care of him. And you enjoy the cycloid so much more than the disintegration ray. The stone has no power.
For your sake, I hope so. I'm not always such a loose guy, bartender.
Baron, this might be dangerous. If you want to return to your people, I'll understand.
Good idea. Thank you, Quark.
Where are the Empress Libido's chambers?
I will never tell.
Gene, tell this man why you were thrown out of the Youth Academy.
Because every time I had to draw pictures, I drew Gorgons, and their bodies didn't have any heads, and I did them in purple.
Princess Libido is through that door.
Now, Gene. Betty's, get back to the ship and see if you can get it free.
Yes, sir.
Gene, find Andy and get back to the ship.
Commander, that isn't fair. Whenever someone has to face danger and death, you always get to do it yourself.
I'm invincible, Gene. You'd only be in the way. Now get back to the ship. If I'm not back in an hour, take off without me. That's an order. What are you doing here?
Oh, I thought I'd use my own judgment, Commander.
Gene, listen to me carefully. Never, ever use your own judgment around me. Is that clear?
See you, Skipper.
Ficus, what are you doing?
Oh, we were pollinating. Don't you believe in knocking?
Pollinating?
Pollinating.
I'm sorry I asked.
Well, Commander, it would appear that you have not, in fact, been eaten by a Lysigoth.
The Baron saved me.
The Baron.
Don't ask. I've been through a lot. Not to mention this stone, which makes me invincible. Let's go.
Commander, as much as I would like to go with you, I'm afraid I cannot.
Cannot?
Pandorata and I are going to be married.
Ficus, is this another one of your strange little vegetable jokes?
No, sir. You see, I sacrifice myself in order to achieve your escape. To a Vegeton, honor is everything. I must stay.
Well, I don't like it. But I must respect your integrity as a Vegeton. I guess this is goodbye.
Bye.
After all these years, what can I say?
You can say anything you want to say, Commander.
Ficus, I know. I mean, what do I want to say?
You're asking me what you want to say?
Oh, Ficus.
Is this a warm moment, Commander?
Yes, Ficus. Yes.
Good. You like them.
Goodbye.
Oh, Commander, about that stone making you invincible, I don't believe it.
I've seen it work, Ficus.
Ficus.
Gorgon, I'm arresting you in the name of the United Galaxy.
We'll see about that, Quark.
Why don't you save us all a lot of trouble and hand yourself in? I know you're listening. You can't win, Zorgon. Not only do I know what it is, but I know where it is and how to use it. Okay. If I have to, I'll rip down every wall on this ship.
Release the Cycloid.
Oh, hi. How are you? Look, I don't want to harm you. I know you're probably the victim of a weak economy. I don't know what kind of a home you come from, but go back to it. Be with your children, till your fields. Hey! That hurt. How can that be? I'm invincible. Stone. Hey, don't you know about the legend? The Loopy constellation. You know that one, don't you? The stone. Remember the stone? Remember, a long time ago, you know, there was a stone. Put a little box. Remember that? Everybody knows about the Baron.
I knew that Vegeton would be trouble. Give me your macer.
Why is this happening?
Because, sir, the stone, has no power at all.
But I opened the door. A disintegrating ray bounced off me and a Gorgon disappeared.
The door could have been open. The laser blast could have been reflected by the stone.
I wasn't invincible?
No, sir. This particular stone is so dense it would reflect a disintegration ray.
Then what was I doing telling this thing to till its fields? I could have been killed.
That's correct, sir. But you weren't. What got you through was your belief in the worthless stone.
You mean the power of it is within every one of us?
You've meddled for the last time, Flint!
No!
Libido! What have I done?
It would appear that you've frozen her.
I think he knew that, Ficus. Are you all right?
The laser didn't hit me, sir.
No, I mean about libido. It seemed in your own way you were quite fond of her.
Sir, being a realist, I am quite confident that this won't affect our relationship at all.
No, probably won't. Let's go, Zorgon. You're going to prison for a long time.
Oh, what have I done to my poor libido?
You know, medicine today is doing remarkable work with frozen. We'll take libido back to Perma 1 with us, and in 5 or 6 years, she'll be back to normal. As good as new. Dad.
I know.
Excuse me, Dink. Sir, I hope I'm not interrupting. I was just in the neighborhood and thought I'd drop in. Oh, please, sir, I beg of you. I don't want to be suspended. My stomach is always woozy. People look at me with strange glints in their eye. A quasi-norm called me a loser.
Palindrome, this is Quark.
Sir, it's Quark. He's back. I found him. Should I handle this in my usual efficient manner, sir?
Yes, Palindrome. Your suspension is over. I shall expect to see a marked improvement in your work. The galaxy ad infinitum.
No, you will, sir. You will.
This is long distance.
Quark, where have you been?
I've captured Zorgon the Malevolent.
Well, you could have called first. The Velcro has to be cleaned up. The head is very upset. You almost cost me my job.
Don't you want to hear the story?
Yes, I'm sure it's great. I'll listen to it as soon as you cleaned up the Velcro. Oh, Quark, excuse me. Well, you got to put in a call to my father. You know how he likes you.
Palindrome! Palindrome!
Quark, please, have a little dignity. Don't beg.
Do you want to hear the story? Actually, it's quite interesting. You see, Dink, it isn't every day I become a legend. I was on this seemingly routine garbage run. You know, just picking up trash. Had the little claws out, getting some of the space baggage, you know.
Mr. Turtle, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
I never made it without biting. Ask Mr. Owl.
Mr. Owl, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 3.
How many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop? The world may never know.
Class, what animal do you think of when I say honey?
Frogs.
Frogs.
It's him!
But bees make honey.
But now I make honey smacks.
Honey, 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 honey smacks. Diggum makes them honey smacking good.
You smacked him good. You know a lot about honey, Diggum. What kind of grades did you get?
Bees.
Kellogg's honey smacks.
Part of this good-for-you breakfast.
They're honey smacking good.
All right. Now we always ask questions and stuff on here. I have to ask you guys a question. Your favorite obscure sci-fi movie? Were you a fan of like Star Chaser, Legend of Orion? Oh, look at that lenticular cover. I remember seeing this. It was in 3D when I was a kid. I remember seeing it in the theater. I have a VHS, a DVD, and a Blu-ray of that. I love that movie. I need to find a Laserdisc. If anybody's got a Laserdisc of Star Chaser, Legend of Orion, let me know. And if it's reasonably priced, I'll probably buy it because I gotta have that one too. Dune, the original classic Dune. Big fan of that one. Some horror. But tell me, what's your favorite? Wow, that wasn't out of nowhere. Sorry. Let me know what your favorite obscure sci-fi movie is. Is it something on Sci-Fi Channel now? Let me know. So, hope you guys still digging Quark because it's almost over. I like to give you guys a good heads up and get you ready because I think I want to know what I'm going to next. I got 2 shows because this one's 1 episode away, and Night Stalker tonight will be the last episode. And so we're going to be changing some stuff up here next week. So, thinking of that, though, we're going to go back over to the Filmation universe. That's right, Filmation. And we're going to go with some Space Academy. With Dr. Wow. That's bad. Dr. Smith. I know I wanted to say Dr. Robinson. The Robinsons were the family, not Dr. Smith. But, yep, there we go. Jason Star Command. Yep. Space Academy. And we're on episode 3. Look at that. Episode 3. Boom. Yep. Except for that's not in order here compared to this one. Oh, wow. All right. But we're doing hide and seek. Enjoy.
Anything on your screen, Loki?
No, sir. All quiet.
Anything show up on your screen, Paul?
No, sir. All quiet.
Good. Laura?
Not a thing, Commander.
Academy Control, this is the Seeker. Commander Gampu calling.
Academy Control here, Commander.
Chris, how are they coming with the defensive shield?
Well, repair should be completed in about 30 minutes, Commander. Maybe less.
That's fine. Most of us don't mind watching out for meteors. But some of us do get a bit restless. Now then, the period of monotony will soon be a thing of the past. If you need me, I'll be in engineering, which has been temporarily converted into my captain's lounge. Rank does have its privileges, you know. Hurry on.
Would you stop it, Loki? Don't you like it? Well, it's not exactly the music of the spheres.
It's not even music. An instrument of torture, that's what it is. Now, Loki, you get that Lyratron out of sight and concentrate on Sector 5.
I watch and watch, but nothing happens.
Watch. See anything?
Quiet. All systems green. The patrol ships will spot anything before it gets in this close.
Oh, I hope. Meteor!
What? Where did it come from?
Sector 5!
5, that's where the Seeker is.
Sound alert! Evasive action, 45 degrees right.
It's too late, Chris. It's coming right for us. It's gonna hit us dead on.
Welcome to man's most magnificent achievement in the conquest of space. The man-made planetoid, Space Academy, founded in the star year 3732. Here we have gathered young people from the farthest reaches of all the known worlds. They have been chosen for their unique abilities and are being trained to cope with the mysterious, the unknown, the unpredictable dangers lurking in the vast darkness of space.
Academy Control, calling Seeker. Come in. Emergency. Come in, Seeker. Come in, Seeker.
This is the Seeker. Go ahead, Chris.
Meteor, Sector 5. It's past the safety limit. It's on a direct collision course with the Academy. You have 2 minutes and 10 seconds to intercept.
Oracle.
We'll get back to you. Hitting full power.
Sector 5, that's us. How did it get by? Loki, get Commander Gampu.
Commander Gampu, meteor past safe limit. It's on a collision course with the Academy.
What? How much time do we have before collision?
We have 1 minute, 47 seconds to intercept meteor.
That's not enough time for us to catch up to it. Arm the spinner pole.
We're on full power, Commander, but at this distance, there's no guarantee that we can hit it.
We have no choice. Compute the course, people.
I wish we had more time to get closer for a sure shot.
Well, people, it's up to you. Come on, please be right.
Wait for the light pole. Now.
Spinner 1 away.
It missed.
Barely time for one more. Peepo?
Correcting course. 1 degree right.
My last shot.
It's now or never.
Terrific!
Bullseye! Oh!
Bravo!
Peepo, I want you to know that I love you.
Such flattery will short-circuit his power packs. Now then, how did all this come about?
It could have been me, Commander. I'm not sure. I just looked away for a second.
Sometimes that's all it takes, Loki.
I understand now. Thanks, Peepo. But that doesn't mean I love you.
All right, back to your stations, everyone. Paul, continue patrol.
Oracles.
Let's see how they're doing at the Academy. Chris, come in, Chris. Chris?
Academy Control. Come in, Academy Control. Probably space dust from the meteor blast is interfering.
Well, let me try Mind Link with Chris.
Chris, answer me.
Here, Laura. There's something wrong. Don't land. Can't explain. You must...
Chris. Chris, I don't understand. I'm losing you.
What's wrong?
I lost Mind Link with Chris. It's never happened before. Gampu, I'm frightened.
Steady, Laura. Head back to the Academy, Paul. Squeeze out all the power you can.
Oracle.
This is the Seeker. Come in, Academy. This is the Seeker. Do you read me?
Anything?
Still nothing.
Well, we'll find out what's going on soon enough. We're almost there. Making terminal descent. Computers locked on. Activate docking area. They haven't opened the doors. Academy, come in. This is the Seeker standing by. Gampo, I can't raise anyone.
Peepo, the auto-lock frequency is somewhere around 147. Find it.
I am scanning. Frequency 1403 megahertz. Activating.
Well done, Peepo.
Where is everybody?
I don't know, but let's find out. Paul and I will take the north wing. Laura, you, Loki, and Pete will take the south. We'll meet outside the control room. Come, Paul.
Laura!
What is it, Loki?
I thought I saw something move.
There is nothing.
Not now, but there was.
Imagine
imagination. Don't try to confuse me, people. I know what I saw.
Maybe he did, Peepo. His sight has more range than ours. Okay, let's keep alert and stay together. We don't know what we may be walking into.
No one in there. Commander? I don't get it. The entire place is deserted?
So it would seem. Ask Laura if she's found anything.
Laura? Paul here. Did you find anything?
Nothing, Paul. Not even a trace.
Same here. Keep looking.
Oracle.
What do you think, Commander?
I think we have to face it, Paul. There's no one left in the Academy. Whatever the reason, they've simply vanished.
Laura, I feel like I've walked 40 kilometers.
Why don't you wait in the control room, Loki? I'll go see if the commander and Paul have found anyone.
Commander, I know it may be hopeless, but I'm going to take another look in cold storage.
Good idea, Paul.
Plenty of freeze-dried foods. No people. Commander? Commander?
What's the matter, Paul?
Gamble was standing right here with me. When I turned back, he was gone.
Well, he must be in the control room. Did the commander come in here, Loki?
No. Is he missing too?
I'm afraid so. Paul, what's going on?
I wish I knew. There seems to be nobody here but us.
Gamble, Chris, Tegar, where are you?
Easy, Laura. If we're gonna solve this mystery, we need to stay calm. Laura, you all right?
Yeah. Yes, I just felt a little faint.
Look! Ghosts!
Ghosts are figments of imagination. They do not exist in reality. I hope.
Something made that cup move.
It wasn't one of your magic tricks, huh, Paul?
Mm-mm. But Loki's right. Something or somebody made it move.
Maybe. Just maybe.
What?
Well, just before the water started, I was thinking about it.
So?
Well, maybe nothing, but let me try something.
Like what?
Camelopardus!
Camelopardus!
It's okay, Loki. I'm doing it. It's called telekinesis.
Moving things with your mind? I didn't know you could do that alone. I thought you had to mind link with Chris.
Well, that's the point. I do. Chris, do you hear me? Chris, wherever you are, try and give me some sign so I'll know you're alive. Just anything at all, and I know we'll find you. Chris? Chris, try to reach me. Try.
Hey, there's something coming up on the screen.
Where did it come from? What does it mean? Meteor. Meteor.
You're right. Some connection with the meteor we destroyed.
That explosion sure put on a terrific show.
That's right. I never saw an explosion like that before.
It was unusual. If we had some of those meteor bits, we could have people analyze them and tell us something. Right, people?
I will require a minimum quantity of 30 grams of meteor bits to make an analysis.
Forget it. That spinner blasted the meteor into space dust. It scattered all over the galaxy.
Oh, Paul, there's got to be a way. Now think, Paul. I've got it. Loki.
Me?
Your eyes. You can see infrared light with your eyes.
Meteor bits. They could still be hot from the blast. The Seeker went right through them. Loki can find them by looking for hot spots with his infrared sight.
You think you can do that, Loki?
I can sure try.
Then what are we waiting for? Come on, Loki, we're going dust hunting.
Alley-oop.
I think there's one over here. Yeah,
How are you doing, Loki?
just another minute, Paul.
People, who do you think could have sent that message? Do you think it could have been Chris or Gampu?
It is possible, Laura, but
But what, people?
nothing.
What is it?
Whoever sent that was not strong enough to complete it. He must be growing very weak.
Paul?
This is Laura. Do you read me? Paul, coming?
Go ahead, Laura.
How much longer, Paul?
There's no way to know. Loki's doing the best he can.
Please hurry, please.
Easy, Laura. How's it coming, Loki?
The dust is awfully small. Well, I think that should do it.
Laura! People, it's Chris. I know it's Chris.
Could be, Laura, but I'm afraid there's a new problem.
What is it, people?
The pulsation on the writing was too rapid. His molecular count is dangerously fast and getting faster.
How do we slow it down, people?
I don't know.
Well, think, people, think.
Wait a minute! Cold! Freezing can slow down the process. If there was some way we could reduce the temperature.
I have an idea.
Very clever, Laura. You've turned the control room into an icebox.
Do you think it'll work, people?
Well, I've never seen a molecule on ice skates.
Time's running out, Loki.
Just a few more, Paul. I think there's one over here. Yeah, here's one. And here's another. Well, guess that should do it. It's up to people now. All right, Paul, give me a lift down. Paul? Paul! Here's dust. Isn't Paul here?
Well, he was with you.
He was there 1 minute and gone the next.
Oh, no. Chris, Tegar, Gampu, and now Paul.
Countless of parties. We could be next.
Well, people, here you go. Let's hope it's not too late.
Put it inside. Hurry, Laura. Then switch the computer to spectrograph.
Loki, you punch it up while I finish pouring.
Oracle. Camelot parties. Disappearing.
People, Loki's gone.
Laura, there's no time. Switch the computer.
People, it's a formula, but of what?
Something to do with a citrate.
Well, how do we counteract it?
I don't know. The possibilities are endless.
Well, what are we gonna do?
Chris, hear me. People, we have to reverse the formula.
I understand. It's an absorption gas. I can ionize it. Stand by, Laura.
People, something's happening.
Hold on, Laura. I am releasing positive ions to get you back.
People, you've got to do something.
Laura, releasing positive ions. Saturation.
Are you all right?
I am. Chris. You know, for a while there, I thought I'd never see you or anybody else again.
You know, I thought I'd never get back. You have no idea how I missed you, little sister. It's good to see you.
Welcome home, Commander, Laura, Chris, and everyone else. I'm even glad to see you, Loki.
People, we are eternally in your debt.
I will remember that, Commander.
I'm sure you will. And I'll go work your magic on the other levels, if you please. When you're through, T-Gar will give you a nice warm oil bath. On you go.
Come on, people, let's go.
Laura, using that freezer was a brilliant idea. But now, would you mind shutting it off?
Commander, I'll warm you up.
Oh, camelopardus.
Attention, please. In order to
commemorate.
Thank you. In order to commemorate the day Space Academy lost and found its student body, I have made up a special tune on my Lyratron.
All across America, an amazing phenomenon is happening. With Zip sneakers, kids are getting dressed in a flash. Straps and zippers make zips easy to get into, and they come in all these flashy colors. Zips by Stride Rite. They not only go on in a flash, they go off in a flash. Now Zip stickers are available free at participating Stride Rite stores. No purchase necessary.
Boy, I wish the Crunch Island treasure was mine.
You can win $1,000 of it.
$1,000?
Just check the treasure chest in specially marked boxes of Captain Crunch cereal for a coin that says, "You win."
I won.
I'll give you $1,000 to save, or buy something special, or treat your family.
I'll get it.
For free treasure coins, write Treasure Hunt, Box 789, Young America, Minnesota, 55399. Chance to win is about 1 in 56,000.
Nice tip there.
Take command of Kryn. Ah, man, I love me some Dungeons and Dragons Dragonlance. That was some good stuff, man, back when I did. I liked taking my characters to D&D and to Dragonlance. I don't know, did you guys, when you played D&D, did you ever, like, leave and go, like, Greyhawk and Forgotten Realms and over to Black Sun or over to Ravenloft? See, that's when you knew you're in trouble. If your DM opened up the Ravenloft book, you might as well just say, "I'm done. I'm good. We're good. We're dead. Done." So, hope you guys still enjoy Space Academy as I ramble on about Dungeons and Dragons. I'm just in a weird mood today. Not gonna lie. Really weird feeling today. Not sure. I think I'm having a manic episode. Just so I don't know. Weird day, I guess. So here we go. I already said this earlier. We are going to Night Stalker, episode 10. This is not one that originally aired. This aired when it went into syndication briefly on SciFi channel. They released the 10th episode because it got canceled on the 9th episode. And we just got the later episode, which is depressing. And like I said, you guys seem to really enjoy it. It was good, right? I mean, you're getting to watch the full run in its entirety, episodes 1 through 10. So, you know, this was the episode. If you didn't have a Sci-Fi channel, you probably never saw this episode unless you bought the box set or something, which the captain has somewhere in my 6,000 DVDs or so. I've got one somewhere. So, and mind you, not all my stuff's here because if I had all my DVDs, I would just have shelves of nothing but DVDs. And that doesn't seem to be room for nothing. Then I would have room for toys. So, or helmets. Because everybody needs Stormtrooper helmets. And Mandalorian helmets. So, this is Night Stalker, episode 10. And this is What's the Frequency Kolchak. Not Kenneth, Kolchak. So, yeah. Enjoy.
There are countless stories in this city about the lives lived here, about how the fates of others intertwine with our own in ways we can never expect or predict. I'm a reporter. This is my job. To see, to understand. But there are stories behind these stories. Stories about terrors I've only begun to train my eyes to see. I've learned this seeing carries a heavy burden. Is once open to the darkness, our eyes can never be closed again.
What are you doing, man? Let me go! I said, let me go, damn it! I ain't playing with you, let me go! What do you want, man? Say something, man. What do you want from me? What do you want from me, huh? Yeah, my friend's gonna look at me, bro. Oh.
Hey.
Hey. Kolchak?
Who was that?
No, it's hung up.
Working on a story?
Yeah. Todd Hoffman, USC grad student. 3 nights ago, he went to a Lakers game with some friends, then headed south on foot. No one's seen him since.
Missing persons case. You wrote a missing person story last week.
And another one a week before that. That's 4 missing people from downtown inside a month. All of them disappeared without a trace.
What's the connection?
Beats me. I'm hoping you can figure it out.
3 men, 1 woman. Ages range from 26 to 58. Rich, poor, black, white, Latina. LAPD's drawn no conclusions whatsoever. So who says there's a story?
I do.
Because?
Because that's my angle. Tony says I got nothing, so gotta figure a way how to sell it to him.
Jeez. Boring Tony. This weird preoccupation with printing verifiable facts.
Huh. The big words indicate sarcasm, right?
Mm-hmm. Carl, sometimes a reporter needs more than just his gut. So, what are you still doing here? My birthday party? Aren't you gonna go?
Your birthday party? I don't recall you...
It's a surprise party they're throwing for me, all the folks in the office. Oh, what can I say? I sussed it out. I'm a reporter.
And a fine one at that. Happy birthday. But I really don't know anything about it, though. Seriously.
Well, it's, pretty sure it's at my apartment, so... I just thought maybe you might want to...
Yeah. Maybe I'll swing by.
Cool, I guess I'll see you later then. Maybe.
Hey, Kolchak. Hey. Can I help you?
Yeah. Yeah, what's my answer? What's my answer?
I'm sorry. Do we know each other?
What? Yeah. I was 227, you were 223. So give me my answer.
Sir, I don't have any answer for you. I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
Hey, you contacted me, all right? Don't jerk me around.
I'm not jerking you around, sir. You say I contacted you. How exactly did I do that?
Through your articles, the secret code?
The secret code?
Yes. What did I just say? I broke the code. Each letter represents an integer. Fibonacci number, so child could see it. The first sentence, 112358, PAUP, -4, based on the first numeral of my address. Again, obvious. P -4 equals L. PAUL, Paul.
And you are Paul?
Hey, man, why are you messing with me? You know I don't have much time.
All right. Look, I think I'm starting to understand. But here's my question for you. Did you sign in with the security guard in the lobby?
Of course not. I snuck in.
Okay, you see, that's not gonna work. Now, I'll give you your answer, but first we have to go downstairs, sign in with the guard. It's procedure.
Procedure. Okay, I got you. Now, I don't know what kind of game you think you're playing, but as I told you, I don't have much time, which you know.
Yeah.
Now, let's start again. You've been writing about me the last couple of weeks. The missing persons.
Missing persons?
I swear to God, you keep repeating what I say, and I'm gonna put one right through the bridge of your nose.
Okay, let's...
No, you know what? To hell with this! I just do not have the time.
Paul, don't...
Turn around!
Don't do this.
Turn around!
Paul.
Your car keys, hurry. GT, where is it?
Employee parking level 2.
What color is it? What color?
I don't know. It's gold and metallic. Paul, please don't do this.
You know what? You're not giving me much choice. I gotta get out of here. Yeah, the old man, he's gonna be waiting. You know, you should have just given me my answer. Miles' voice. Understand? What do you want from me? You know what I want. I want my answer. I don't have any answers for you. Miles' voice. Yes, you do. Yes. No, I don't. I don't know who you are. I don't know what to tell you, but I'm thinking you've got the wrong... I don't have the wrong... I don't have the wrong guy. You're Kyle Kolchak. You were 223. I was 227. We talked. Lots. I don't know what 223 or 227. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. St. Elizabeth's car. Psych ward. They had you in room 223. I was in room 227. 2 doors down. Yeah. It was only like a year and a half ago, so don't act like you don't remember. Yeah, I was in St. Elizabeth's. It was right after my wife died. Yeah, exactly. But I swear, I don't remember you. I'm sorry. They had me on heavy psychotropics. It was a very bad time for me. Whereas for me, it was Club Med. Fine. Say you don't remember me from St. Lizzie's. Still, one simple fact remains. You've been contacting me through the secret code you've inserted in your newspaper articles. Don't shake your head. You shook your head at me and I'm gonna cut it off. Sorry, I apologize. Please, take me through this code-breaking process. Was this about the missing person stories I wrote? You saying that you're responsible for the people I wrote about, that you were the reason they went missing? I'm not responsible. The old man, he's responsible. Who's the old man? Is that your father? What? What kind of question is that? You keep changing the subject. Look. Right here, in the King's English. Paul, I have your answer. You wrote that. And I found it. Undeniable. I passed your test. Now you give me my answer. The answer to what? Which answer? There's lots of questions I can think about, important questions that need answers. You know that. That's part of my test for you. The answer to what? Say it. I want the answer to how I get out of here.
What do you mean he didn't know about the party?
That's what he said.
Well, he must have known he was invited. Anyway, you told him about it, right? So how come he's not here?
I don't know. He's busy. He doesn't like birthday parties. It's Kolchak. Who knows?
But Kolchak loves you. I mean, he doesn't... Well, he doesn't love you. He loves you. Respects you as a professional. Meeting of the minds.
Jane, what exactly are you drinking?
You know what? I'm calling him.
No, Jane.
Paul, why can't you leave? Who's keeping you here?
What am I hearing?
All right, let's talk about the old man. Is he here?
Of course he's here. He's always here.
Where is he? I don't see him.
Why would you see him? He's in the back bedroom. He lives in the light switch.
I don't understand, Paul.
He hides there. In here. That's why I can't leave. He won't let me. He gets mad at me, and he gets bigger inside my head, and my skull splits open. It's unbearable.
Yeah?
He screams in my head. He makes me smell bad smells. He moves around inside my body, my shoulder, my penis. One time he was in my toes. I had him then. I had him good, I thought.
Oh, God.
Once I cut him all off, I realized he was right back on my shoulder, you see. But down the hall, that's all his. You cross the yellow line, you're his forever. That's where the others all went. Down the hall.
The missing persons? Is that where you put them? Are they still back there? Are they still alive?
You promised me answers, but all I hear are stupid questions.
What are you gonna do with those?
I very carefully cut your head open. My answer's in there, and I'm gonna find it.
Paul, if I start screaming, the old man's gonna hear, right? Yeah? You're right. You passed my test. You passed my test with flying colors, Paul. I'm gonna help you now. My car. Did you use it to bring me here? Where is it?
Parked out back in the alley. I hid it under a tarp.
Oh, good thinking. It's got everything we need to get rid of the old man. So you check the trunk. I got equipment in there. And all you need to do is go out and get it and bring it back here. And then we'll get to work. Okay? Being held hostage.
Who are you?
My name is Kolchak. I've been kidnapped by the man who lives in this house.
Paul Krieger?
Paul, yeah, that's his name. Do you know him?
I'm Stanley Kim, his caseworker, LA Department of Mental Health.
Oh, yeah. He definitely needs you. Look, please, just call the police. We don't have much time.
Where is he right now?
He's in the alley behind the house.
Police? Yeah, I'll hold.
Do to him. Paul, be mad at me, not him. It was my idea. He didn't do anything. Paul, talk to me! What are you gonna do to him?
Feed him to the old man. Well, I got no choice. You woke him up, now I gotta give him somebody. Paul, what are you doing? Paul, Paul.
Let me go.
This is on you, Carl. This is on your head. I had half a mind to give you to the old man instead. But I need you. I liked old Stanley. He was okay. Even if he was a little nosy.
Stanley? That was his name? That's the name of the man you just killed?
I didn't kill him. I ain't killed anybody since 1990. The old man got him. And when the old man gets you, you're worse than dead. Look at you. Trying to make me feel guilty. Trying to shift the blame. You're way more of a murderer than I am. Now let's see what you had in your car, huh? Cattle prods. Glow sticks. Climbing ropes. Useless crap. What's this? Camcorder? What is it?
It's a thermographic camera. It takes pictures of heat.
That's it. You know what? I'm just gonna cut your head open. I'm not gonna waste any more time.
What if it doesn't work? What are you gonna do then? Think about it, Paul. If you cut my head open, I'll die. What if you don't find what you're looking for? Then you've got nothing. You'll be alone. It'll just be you and the old man. Forever. You know, I'm understanding something now, Paul. I'm understanding that you're right. The answer is up here in my brain. But it's buried deep in my subconscious. See, that's why it's tricky to get at. But it's not impossible.
Keep talking.
How did I contact you in the first place? It was through the secret code in my articles, right? I mean, messages I wasn't even aware I was sending because it was my subconscious mind communicating through my fingertips as I typed. See, don't you see, Paul? You and I, the only way we're gonna get to the truth about what's locked up in here is for you to let me write your story.
All right, thank you for coming. Jane, you gonna sprout roots? You gonna let me call you a cab?
Doesn't make sense.
What doesn't make sense?
I left Kolchak like 3 messages. Why wouldn't he call me back?
It's 1 in the morning. He's probably in bed. Maybe he turned off his phone.
Perry, we are hard-charging newspapermen in a city that never sleeps. Since when do we turn off our phones? You know yourself, this isn't like him.
Jane, I don't know. At the end of the day, I don't know Kolchak well enough to say what's like him and what isn't, and neither do you.
Except, you know, if he thought that something happened to you, or to me, you know, even if it was just some crazy feeling he was having, he'd check on us. He'd make sure we were okay. I do know that much about him.
I can't write like this. You'll have to unlock my wrists.
So now what?
Now, start talking. Tell me about the old man. When did he first come to you?
St. Elizabeth's.
Why were you there?
prison dodge. Had a good lawyer, got me sent there instead of Chino. Anyway, it's not like I belong in the nut house. Kind of like you. Had to play the game after they blame you for killing your wife. Anyway, I was due for some good luck. My old lady was a junkie whore. I laid eyes on her maybe 3 times my entire life. She palmed me off on my grandparents, a couple of real Bible thumpers. They never trusted me. Ever. One day when I was 19, I was in the kitchen and my gram starts in on me about how I stole some money out of her purse, like $11. Ridiculous. So what? But she's yelling like I robbed Fort Knox, yelling in that damn screeching voice of hers, screeching in my head. So the next thing I know, I got a handful of her hair and I'm just... So then... I had to go do the same thing to Gramps. I mean, what choice did I have? What was I gonna look him in the eye? The look he'd give me? I just couldn't stand to see that. Anyway, I ended up at St. Elizabeth's. And one day when they were giving me shock therapy, I look up, and there's the old man smiling down at me, showing those sharp little teeth. Nobody else could see him except for me. And he says, "You're mine." Because of what I'd done. And I knew right then he was never gonna leave me alone after that. He wants me bad. Real bad. But I can't let him get me.
Paul, if he wants you, what about the others? The ones you send down to the hallway? Why does he take them?
He's always screaming in my head, making my head hurt. Yelling at me to cross the yellow line. He wants me in that back bedroom with him. So, sometimes I give him somebody else instead. And then, he's quiet for a little while. I don't like doing it. I feel real bad for those people.
I have your answer now. There is no old man. There never was.
What are you talking about?
You invented him. The guilt you feel about your grandparents is so overwhelming that it makes you see your very own devil. One that you created, one that doesn't exist.
Oh yeah, Dr. Freud? Then what's waiting for me down at the end of that hall?
Nothing. It's just an empty bedroom. And that's your answer. You and I could walk out of here any time. It's up to you.
You know how many times I heard that, Carl? Every doctor at St. Lizzie's told me that. But you, out of all the people, I thought that you would believe me. You know what it's like to be called crazy.
We're not talking about me,
You
Paul.
told me your wife was killed by some kind of monsters, and I believe you. But what? Is that just your guilty conscience talking, huh? Is that just some wild story you confabulated so you could sleep at night?
We're not talking about me, Paul. You and I have nothing in common.
Oh, yeah? Really?
This camera sees through walls. It takes pictures of heat. I want you to go down the hallway. Aim it at that closed door. And if your old man's there, you'll see him. Go on. Do it. You sure that old man's there? Prove it to me.
There. See? What did I tell you? See him? tell me you see him.
I see something.
What's the matter with this thing?
I don't know. The battery may be dead. Anyone back there?
Go.
Kim.
Please, help me. No, Paul, he's hurt. Let me go. It's a trick. He wants you to cross the line.
What? Damn it, let me go.
That's the old man. Right there. Plain as day. Don't you see him?
Paul, I'm Stanley. Please.
You're the old man.
I'm Stanley. Paul, Stanley. For God's sake, you stabbed me, remember? You took me in the back and stabbed me and then dumped me out of the chair.
You always lie, Paul. Stop lying.
Paul, calm down. Put the gun down.
Try and focus, Paul. Please. Have you taken your chlorpromazine? Remember how we talk about how you always need to take it?
Stanley tells me that, not you.
Paul, don't.
I'm bleeding bad. I think I'm gonna die if I don't get an ambulance. Tell him, Mr. Kolchak.
See? He knows your name. How would he know your name unless he's the old man?
Because I told him. I told him when he first came here.
Remember how you and I always talk about Mr. Kolchak? How you say he's sending clues to you? Your interest in his wife, Irene?
Well, what about my wife?
He's fixated on her. He was on day release from St. Elizabeth's when she was murdered. He came back talking about Las Vegas. Something scary in the desert. He had blood on his pant leg.
Shut up, old man.
I never put two and two together until now. I swear to you, I never thought he had it in him.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Stop! Shut up! Take me back! Let me hear the rest!
Tell me about my wife.
He's lying. That's what he does. Paul! Don't hurt him! Paul! Paul!
I checked the parking deck on my way up. His car's not there.
He left in a hurry wherever he went. His jacket's still on the back of his chair. Something doesn't feel right, Tony.
Honestly, if it was the Carl Kolchak I knew 2 years ago, I would agree. But the one who works for me now, couldn't tell you.
Why do you say that?
The death of Irene, it changed him. He's driven now by demons I can't even begin to understand. But if I had to guess, I'd say he probably just doesn't want to be reached. What else do you have? How can you track him down?
I don't know. There's nothing here. I mean...
What?
He got a telephone call before I left. He said it was a hang-up. Maybe if we could get it traced.
Barry, it's me.
Carl, what are you doing?
I'm being held hostage. Me and another guy who needs an ambulance. You get away and call the police.
Can you climb out?
My foot's chained.
I'm not leaving you here, Carl.
Barry, this guy is a lunatic. He's got a gun. So listen to me and get the hell out of here, okay?
Come on. Help me, damn it! Move.
For God's sake, what are you, Nancy Drew?
Oh, God. You okay?
Wonderful. How did you find me?
Well, you know, remember we were talking in the newsroom and you got that hang-up call? Well, I traced it to this address.
Good job.
That's all I had, so...
You trusted your gut? Someone once told me a reporter needs more than their gut.
Yeah, and a nice set of bolt cutters would be great about now, too. Yes, I'd like to report a man with a gun at 4809 Pompous Street. He's holding 2 hostages, one of whom needs immediate medical attention. This is Perry Reed with the Los Angeles Beacon. Please, hurry. They're on their way.
Sorry I missed your birthday party. How was it?
Well, you know, people drinking, having a good time. My friends helping me celebrate the fact that I'm 1 year older and closer to death. Usual.
Barry, you know, when so many people tell you you're crazy, you start to wonder. You shut them out to protect yourself. And you feel like you need to take things on alone.
Carl, you're not alone. You have friends who believe in you. You got me. Let's get the hell out of here.
What are you trying to do, huh?
What do you mean?
There's a message here. Your answer.
Where's Mr. Kim? What did you do to him?
He was the old man. He went back there and he's waiting. I'm sending you to him if you don't explain this right now.
There's nothing to explain.
No? Then why'd you write this, huh? Why?
Well, what does it say, Paul?
Cross the yellow line. Why would you tell me to do that, Carl? Are you trying to kill me? Answer me, you son of a bitch! No!
Oh, God. Okay, hold on, Perry. Just hold on.
How'd you get loose? Who let you out of the chair? The old man?
Just hold on. The ambulance is coming, remember?
Get away from
here any second, so you're gonna be okay.
Get away from him. That's the old man. Don't you see? Shut up. Shut up!
Please don't let me die. Carl, please. Please don't let me die.
What, are you kidding? You think I'm gonna let you die on your birthday? Come on. You don't know me very well. Harry. Harry, hold on. Harry.
Oh. He is good. You ought to win an Oscar for that one. That was genius. Bravo, old man. Don't you get it? Don't you see what he's trying to do? That's the old man pretending to be your friend. Get you to turn on the waterworks. See? Get you all emotional so you do something crazy. Put me over the yellow line. Because that's where he wants me. Back in that room where he's got all the power. Son of a bitch. Damn lunatic!
The old man doing this? Huh?
Where
Is the old man new, you sick bastard? Huh? Is he down the hallway? Huh? Is he the light switch? I tell you what. Let's go see him. No. No. Let's go see him!
Carl.
Barry.
Paul?
Any unit in the vicinity of Hemingway and Sen, Charlie 112 is requesting another unit at that location. Any available units, please respond.
Hey.
Hey.
So, I missed your birthday.
I think I understand. The detective said you thought you saw me here tonight?
Yeah, I did. He kept telling me I sent him messages in my stories. But I had his answer. And he was right. I did. But it didn't come from me.
If it didn't come from you, Carl, where did it come from? If you look into the darkness long enough, your eyes adjust. And you start to see that there are evils in the dark. But in seeing, you learn a terrible truth. That you have not found these evils at all, but rather, they have found you.
SpaghettiOs presents Mr. O and his lunchtime show.
Today, Professor Popple has cooked up some nutritious dishes.
Protein is important to children, so ta-da! Protein Power Punch. And for iron, my steam iron stew. Well, what do kids like at noon?
Meat-rolled spaghetti you can eat with a spoon. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. And SpaghettiOs with meatballs are more than just delicious, they're nutritious.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
Now, it's here. The excitement, the adventure of a new force at breakfast.
We'll call them C-3POs.
New C-3PO cereal from Kellogg's. Twin rings, phase together. For 2 crunches in every 00. A delicious part of this nutritious breakfast. Now you can experience the taste of Kellogg's C-3POs. A crunchy new force at breakfast.
May the force be with you.
You know, it's awesome buying a collection of comics and realizing you found a book that you didn't know existed. I didn't know that it existed till 2 days ago. 2 days ago. Yesterday. For me, yesterday. And now I have it. It's in my collection with my Moon Knights. So, and yes, I am, it's not bags, not boarded yet, because I'm putting it in new bags and boards later on. I have my big box of bags and boards, and I have my tape up here. And I got these. They get bagged and boarded and transferred into these. They get transferred into these. They get transferred into these. And then until I continue to do that. Because I'm a crazy person. And that's what a crazy person would do. So, we're going to go to the other Kolchak. Kolchak the Night Stalker. I like this one because it's... they have to have their alligator in a sewer episode. So... Kinda. Alligator in a sewer episode. But this predates the alligator in the sewer episodes of everything else. So, as some of you may know, I love me some giant monster, giant alligator movies. And giant, like, freaks of nature, like your giant sharks, your giant, you know, anaconda, stuff like that. Because freaks, nature gone wild. What do I call it? Nature gone insane. I just love that stuff. But this is Kolchak, and this is the episode The Century. Enjoy.
One story I may not get to file in person, so I'll have to talk fast, because it's after me. Claustrophobia has long been a part of the human experience, from the Cro-Magnon all the way up to Freud. So if you ever happen to find yourself underground, I mean deep underground, don't linger in the shadows. 3:30 p.m. Dr. James Verheiden, 3 PhDs in geology and well-known seismic expert, was poking around in an undeveloped tunnel of the underground Marymount Archive mine complex. Verheiden knew instantly he had found something extraordinary. So did his tool packer, Howard Kimper. Kimper was a good worker. He did what he was told. At least that's what people would say about him at his funeral. One day after the death of Howard Kimper, in the same underground complex, only this time Sector M. Business as usual, all except for journeyman electrician Larry Coogan. Coogan had complained to his friends that he didn't like working so far underground. He said it felt like working a tomb. Today he would learn how right he was. Detective in charge of the case was Lieutenant Irene Lamont. She was a fast riser of a one-woman phenomenon of the Chicago PD. Her detractors said Irene's success was owed only to her looks and her alluring femininity. Her supporters were usually too moonstruck to say anything.
Lieutenant Lamont, why are you holding back details on this death?
Lieutenant? Oh, Brian, why so formal?
Well, Irene, it's just the department's attitude is hard to understand on this.
You haven't answered the man's question yet, Lieutenant.
Just what is the police department's involvement with routine industrial accidents, anyway?
Routine investigation, Ed.
Everything's routine around here, Lieutenant. You're getting in a rut.
Oh, not me, Carl. No. Speak for yourself. Hey, listen, fellas. My desk is piled with work in there. If I don't get to it, they're going to boot me back to traffic. Now, would you really want that to happen?
Hate to see you back in uniform, if that's what you mean, Irene.
Thanks, Ed.
Oh, you snook!
Hey, ease up on her, Kolchak. She's just doing her job.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so was Adolf Eichmann.
Listen, Kolchak, I'd like to take the lady out. You do anything to bring her down on reporters, you'll have to send away for mail-order teeth.
You dummy.
Dum-dums. Dum-dums. All right, Lieutenant. Let's talk turkey. Now,
Carl, I like you. I really do. I mean, I like your style. I like your savoir-faire. I like your directness, the way you take over a situation. I even like the way you dress.
Yeah, okay, but...
But we've got nothing to talk about.
Okay, Irene. I like you, too. I like your nose and your eyes and your earlobes and all of that, okay? So, now, because we like each other so much, why don't you elucidate the rumor that I've heard about you not allowing the relatives to identify the bodies?
There you go. You see, that's how rumors get started. Now, in fact, we had identified the bodies from the ID they were carrying. We didn't forbid the relatives from seeing the bodies. It's just that they were so badly mangled that we thought we would, save them all that misery and anguish.
Yeah. Why haven't you told us anything about the way they were killed or what the accidents were? What?
Carl, when you're dealing with the Marymount Archive Corporation, well, there are very special problems. I mean,
They store corporate records. They even store records for the federal government.
Uh-huh.
I mean, now we are just following ordinary security precautions.
Oh. Well, what ordinary security precautions? Well, whose?
Carl, I really am terribly busy and I can't go into it now. I have an awful lot of things to do.
Yeah, right. You're going to be late for the autopsy report on the electrician, right?
Right.
Right.
Carl!
Autopsy of Lawrence Earl Coogan, conducted by Lamar Beckwith, assisted by Doctors Gordon, Phillips, Dr.
Kolchak. I new here. I just transferred from Interlock, and I'm told to come down and observe your procedures.
Doctor, why are you wearing a mask?
I have a cold.
Well, please step back a little. I'm very susceptible.
Yes, of course, certainly.
Length of body 71 inches and 3/4.
Well, it looks like our dear coroner wants a little privacy.
Just like the first man. Deep puncture marks like teeth.
Teeth? Did you say teeth?
Yes, teeth. And not dog's teeth either. These teeth marks are not those of a mammal, but of a reptile.
This man was bitten to death by a crocodile? Well, it's Wednesday. I think I'll go on the golf course and hit a bucket of balls. Thank you, gentlemen, for your assistance. Marymount Archive Incorporated was really 2 miles below the welcome mat. Acre upon acre of underground storage vaults packed with computer tapes bearing corporate records from 3 continents. Preservation through perpetuity was the company motto. Excuse me? Can I help you, sir? Well, I certainly hope so. Yes, my company's interested in leasing storage space here. How soon can I get an estimate? I've got to catch the 5 o'clock plane for Winnipeg.
Well, we can see to it that you catch that big bird with plenty of time to spare.
Splendid.
I'm Jack Flaherty. I'm the Vice President and General Sales Manager.
Uh-huh.
What did you say the name of your firm was?
International Nickel Syndicate, INS. It's called Kolchak.
I don't think I ever heard of that firm.
Well, we're a new, young, glowing cartel. I just got it in Santiago. So.
Well, precious metals do command quite a bit of respect these days.
Yes, yeah. Well, are we going down?
Oh, well, I'll tell you, Mr. Kolchak, this is a very bad day for us. You see, we're opening up a new sector, and it's quite
Jack,
messy.
I said I'm in a very big rush. I told you I just got in from Santiago. I've got to get up to Winnipeg, and then I go on from there to Hongshu, and then back to Albuquerque.
Yes, but I'll tell you, Mr. Kolchak, I can give you an estimate, you see, and then you can see the facilities another time.
Well, there is no other time, unfortunately, you see. It doesn't matter, though. You got to break eggs in order to make an omelet. Come on, Jack.
You better brace yourself. We're descending at the rate of 200 feet per second, Mr. Kolchak.
Carl. Don't tell me. Tell my stomach, Mr. Flaherty.
Oh, you can call me Jack.
Jack?
Well, you'll be glad to know we've reached the 10,000-foot level. We're decelerating.
10,000 feet.
You know, the services that we can offer you, Carl, are quite varied. You see, we have the conventional microdot storage and the magnetic tape in our computer banks. We even have the more advanced space-saving magnetic disc.
Oh, really? That's terrific. We can use all of it, all of it.
You'll find our facilities here are quake-proof, flood-proof, and can even withstand nuclear holocaust.
Oh, yeah, you mean when everything turns to glass upstairs, and Ma Bell will still be able to tell us what our phone bill is, huh?
Well, Mr. Flaherty, how do you like it, huh?
Like what, Chapman?
Oh, you haven't answered your phone messages lately, huh? Well, when you do, you'll find there's a call in from our union liaison man. Look, me and my men ain't gonna work down this place the way things have been going on unless we get extra compensation.
That's fine, Chapman, but I don't think that this is the time or the place to discuss union management relations.
Yeah, that's fine. Wait till you hear our package of demands.
It's this recession. It's got everybody in a bad mood.
What recession?
That looks like Kolchak's yellow submarine. Come on. Did a guy come in here wearing a seersucker suit with red hair?
There was a Mr. Kolchak. I believe he was with the nickel firm in New Mexico.
He's got nothing to do with nickel. He's the proverbial bad penny. Now, where is he?
You name it, we store it. Everything from the family jewels to corporate tax records to private property deeds. And it's all handled in the strictest of confidence.
Yeah, speaking of confidence, I heard you had a little trouble down here.
Oh, yes, very unfortunate. However, I'm not at liberty to discuss it, you know, insurance regulations.
Yeah, but I hear a man was killed. I mean, mauled badly.
Yes, well, in an operation of this sort, Carl, one has to expect one or two industrial accidents.
Yes, of course, certainly. What's down there, hmm?
Oh, just some more data. You see, some of our clients desire optimum security.
Oh, your client's a tall fella with a tall white hat and stars and stripes and a white beard named Sam?
Boy, you are astute, Carl.
So are you, Jack.
Hey, why don't you come on over here and I'll show you our nerve center.
I've been asking for it till I'm blue in the face. It's gonna be Utah all over again. Did I ever tell you what happened to me in Utah?
Only a few times.
Well, he just doesn't understand.
Yeah, this is it. Oh, yeah.
Well, speak of the devil and he shall appear. Just when do I get my locks changed on my office and storeroom?
Now, I put the working order in. I'm doing everything I can. Now, don't you think you're just being a little oversensitive?
Paranoid?
I said oversensitive.
Paranoid? Is that what you're trying to say? There are no paranoids in the Soviet Union. Do you know why? Because everybody there is being watched and plotted against. Only the insane man feels secure. And it's the same thing here. Mysterious occurrences. Strange people who aren't what they appear to be. For example, just who are you?
Dr. Verheiden, please. This is a potential new client.
And I am Mickey Mantle. You're in on this. You're in on this. And if you're not, you're a pathetic judge of character.
Now, look, I don't have to take that from you.
Get the locks changed or I'll go over your head.
I'm sorry about that.
Oh, no, forget it. I know someone almost just like him. Who is he?
Dr. James Verheiden, honcho of the government seismic lab. This is a good place for long-range quake readings. We're in a very stable area.
Yes, but the question is the doctor himself stable? Yeah. So, who was he talking about when he said that people aren't what they appear to be?
Oh, forgive my manners. Carl Kolchak, this is Ruth Van Gallen. She's the director of our data storage. She's going to be putting the whole history of your company on tape.
No, she's not. No, not the whole history.
Let me show you some of the hardware.
Yes, of course. Oh, the 852, yes.
Oh, Jack, it's for you.
Excuse me.
Top side.
Yes. Lieutenant Lamont? Well, I've been walking the facility with a new customer. Put her on. Yes, Lieutenant, this is Jack Flaherty. Well, yes, he is. As a matter of fact, he's right here with me.
Hi there, mind if I sit down? Well, just how are your union dealings coming along?
Slow is how they're coming along. The only thing that happens fast around here are accidents. Bang, bang.
Yeah.
Two of them just like that.
What do you think caused those accidents?
You ain't no buyer.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I'm down here undercover.
Well, you're too late. I had a lot to tell you police yesterday, but nobody ever listens to me.
I'm not a cop. Do I look like a cop?
Then who are you? Come on.
My name's Kolchak. I'm an insurance investigator. Now, if you can help me, I can make it worth your while.
How do you know how much my while is worth?
Very good. Okay.
I make more than that in 10 minutes.
How about two of them? All right. Now, that first man to die, Kimper, was that his name? Yeah, exactly what happened.
Nobody really knows, except that he worked for that Dr. Verheiden. That 8-ball.
Yeah, that doctor does seem to have some problems.
My heart bleeds. Listen, I got problems, too. They're coming out of my ears.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You know what the big tragedy in his life is?
No.
Now, he used to teach college, right? He was out in Utah, and he uncovers these valuable rocks. Well, it was a feather in his cap. As far as I'm concerned, a rock is a rock. Anyway, he crates these rocks, and he's going to send them east on a flat car. Well, along comes this other geologist, erases Verheiden's name from the crates, puts his own name on the crates, and has them shipped back to himself. He gets all the credit. That's why Verheiden goes around crying the blues.
Yeah, tell me, where was Kimper's body found?
Sector R, Swill Hole.
Swill Hole?
Yeah, it's a natural rock tunnel. Hasn't been used since salt mining days. A couple of hot springs down there have caused a lot of seepage. They can't store their valuable computer tapes in a steam bath.
The electrician, what's his name, Coogan? Was he killed in Sector R2?
No. His body was found in Sector M.
Uh-huh. And where's Sector M?
Have they changed the alphabet?
No.
Well, then M comes before R. Sector M is on the way to Sector R, that's all.
Sure.
Now what? That phony alarm. They want me and my men to go around looking for trespassers. You know something? I am not in security. I'm gonna call the union the first thing tomorrow morning. You mark my words.
Yeah, excuse me, how do I get out to sections M and R?
You just follow the signs, that's all. Let me tell you something, buddy. You're a fool to go out there without getting extra hazard pay.
Yeah. Well, thanks a lot. It's been very pleasant chatting with you. out there.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing you've been getting some exercise, Carl, because there isn't much room in the slammer.
Are you listening to me? I said there's something out there.
Uh-huh, well, you're under arrest, Dr. Kolchak.
Were you under arrest for what?
Impersonating a doctor. I could have had you outside the morgue.
What?
And then there's trespassing in a security area.
But are you listening to? What are you doing to my camera? Please give me those pictures. I got pictures of it.
This is a classified area. There are no pictures allowed.
Yeah, but will you listen to me, please?
I thought there was something suspicious about him right from the first. So I figured if I went along and gave him enough rope, he'd hang himself.
Oh, you did you?
Yes.
Will you listen to me, please?
We are listening, Carl.
All right. Now, this is going to be very hard to believe. It's going to sound silly, but there is some kind of a strange reptilian lizard monster out there. I mean, none of us is safe.
Carl, will you just come quietly?
No, it's in Sector M. That's where Coogan...
The lady asked you to leave quietly. Me, I don't care how you do.
No, see, wait. Watch the shoulder. Just watch.
Mr. Flaherty, I am terribly sorry. You won't be bothered by Kolchak anymore. Okay, fellas.
All right. Just watch. You're pulling on the handcuffs. They're all so tight.
Just a second. I'll take charge of this man. Merely have one of your men sign a waiver. Won't take any of your time at all.
Don't touch the goods.
He's in my custody. I keep him.
Now, he trespassed in a security area. That's my jurisdiction.
I already had him on a previous count. Now, let's not argue.
Very well. It's your responsibility.
Yeah, who's that hard-nosed?
Water department, can't you read?
Water department?
They're having some problems with the pipes downstairs, because of the accident.
That accident was caused by one big lizard. What does the water department want to bust me for, huh? Leaky faucets? Listen,
Carl.
you all know that something's going on down there. Now, why don't you listen to me?
Carl.
Listen, that big lizard down there was at least 8...
Carl, have you ever been maced?
Maced? No, I haven't, actually. Look, will you stop lifting so high, please? It hurts the arms.
Was released about a quart of hydrochloric acid in my gut. Not to mention missing lunch, which is murder on my digestion.
Yeah, but Tony, it was worth it. Almost. Listen, I got some pictures in here like you...
Oh, Carl! I don't want to hear anything more about that giant newt. I want you to keep away from the authorities in Merrimont.
Rip the lid off of this lizard creature affair. And I'm going to find out who those guys in the water department really are. And you, stop talking with your mouth full.
Don't tell me what to do with my mouth. And what guys are you talking about? In what water department?
Stay tuned. Here in the next installment. Yeah, hello, is Arnie Weissmore there?
Arnie Weissmore? Arnie Weissmore? Isn't he in prison?
No, of course not. He's out on parole. Hello, Arnie? Hey, Carl Kolchak here. Yeah, I got a small job for you to do. No, absolutely not. No, look, I know he's my boss, but I don't want you to break his arms. No, Arnie, no. All I want you to do is deliver a package. Yeah, well, I can't give you the details right now, so I'll call you a little later.
What did he say about me?
Arnie? Not a thing.
Carl, look, I don't want you to get involved with that crumb. Just drop the whole thing right now.
Just drop the whole thing right now, Just what did Lieutenant Irene Lamont do to you, Did she run her fingers through your hair and touzle your curls and compliment you on your aftershave lotion?
Now, don't be ridiculous. Well, she is a charming woman.
Yeah.
But this was strictly an executive decision based on the study of the matter.
Based on a study of her legs, you mean?
Look, Carl, the lieutenant and I have an understanding like two professionals. I told her that I would agree to backpedal a while and keep you from hindering her investigation, and she in turn agreed that if anything major happened in Merrimont, she would call the exclusive directly to me.
To you?
To me.
Not to me.
No.
To you?
Yes.
You sucker. You better learn the tune to All Alone on the Telephone, because she ain't never gonna call. They got the lid on this thing, and I think that it comes from very high up.
If that were true, if that were the case, she would have told me about it.
Oh, she would have?
Yes.
You really believe that?
I do.
You know, I think all that bicarbonate you've been drinking has put bubbles in your brain.
The issue is not my intake of bicarbonate. The issue is how you follow my directives. Now, I'm trying to establish a professional working rapport with this lieutenant.
Oh, that's...
And I don't want you jeopardizing it. Now, you've aggravated this sweet young woman in spite of all the kindnesses she's extended to you.
Kindness?
Yes.
That sweet young woman is about as kind as an SS Sturmbannführer.
Now, Carl,
I'm leaving. I'm going on to Marymount. Vincenzo! Don't yell like you always do. It'll rile your bile.
They make lousy pets. Crocodiles. Not only won't they fetch your slippers, but they'll eat your feet.
You know, there's not one of these things stands upright like a man. Not one.
Well, of course not. If God had wanted crocodiles to stand upright, he'd have given them alligator shoes. Oh, come on, Kolchak. These are the jokes. I used to do all the MC work in the stand-up comedy in the prison talent show.
Yeah, well, I can see why they're anxious to put you out on parole. Listen, I'm not talking just about crocodiles. I'm talking about all these reptiles in here. I mean, there's not one like what I saw. It says in here, though, that some reptiles, you know, like sidewinder snakes here, it says that they're photophobic. Photophobic. It means that they don't like the light.
Oh, good for them. You ready to go?
Yeah, sure. You ready? Yeah. Yeah, this is it here, huh?
Yep.
Are you sure this is gonna do it?
You're questioning my professional judgment now?
Arnie, this is Kolchak you're rapping with. Remember Kolchak? I know your record.
Look, that last problem with the Mexican border would have never happened if somebody would have remembered to soundproof the hearse properly and to put on lipstick. His wig was crooked, too. I mean, if you're gonna run parrots into the country, you gotta lay out some cash for decent soundproofing.
Parrots?
I'll never forget that feeling when that third voice in the back started squawking, Buenos dias, buenos dias, wah!
All right, come on. You just make sure you get me there, right?
Don't worry.
Watch that!
You are now a precision instrument.
All we found up in Sector R were large agate specimens. Howard was fine when I left. I saw nothing unusual.
Well, let's just hear it one more time. You're the last person to see Kemper alive.
stinks in here.
What are you doing in my office?
Gee, these are the strangest looking rocks I've ever seen.
Now put that down.
Yeah, what are they?
It's an alloy I've been working with. Now, put it down.
Yeah, sure. You sure this is not the agate that you and Howard Kemper found?
No. I'll give you 30 seconds to leave.
Yeah, sure. Did you hear something?
No. Get out!
Yeah, right. Just as soon as you show me that agate that you found, now I won't bug you anymore.
Where do you get after I have to show you anything? I am through letting people steal from me. Once on a dig in Utah, I slaved months to uncover some Pleistocene strata.
Yeah, it's all right, Doc. It's okay. It's all right. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to touch you. Tell me, what do you think you've got in here that's so important that somebody want to steal it? That? Can't be that. See, it's funny, these look like eggshells. I mean, do these look like eggs to you?
No.
That's funny, you know. What do you know about reptiles?
Nothing. They're not in my field. Put that down.
Yeah, well, they're not in mine either, but I know one when I saw one, and I saw one, a huge one here. Did you find these in Sector R?
Now, I am tired of your questions. I have no desire to discuss reptiles with you or anything else, and I'll have you arrested again.
Yeah, sure. One more question, Doc, if you don't... Get out. You know, if all the film that I've shot that's been confiscated by the cops relayed end to end, I'd have enough film to shoot War and Peace, including a travelogue and a cartoon.
Again, what were you and Verheiden talking about?
Again, rocks.
Carl, if he had any information that would shed light on this, you better start belching it up, or I guarantee you a graduate degree in license plate making down at the State Farm.
Whatever happened to the sweet Irene Lamont that we all know and love? All those poor bums down in the press department are always singing that pretty refrain, Irene, Irene, the loveliest cop I've ever seen.
You don't know how bad I can be.
Oh, I got a pretty good idea, baby.
Lieutenant Lamont, if you don't mind. Relax, Mr. Kolchak, relax. Cigarette?
No, thanks. No, I don't smoke. I read the Surgeon General's report.
Look, I don't know how long I can hold off Miss Lamont. You know, she wants to bust you bad. And I don't know why you won't cooperate. Open up with me.
Open up, huh? Yeah, well, you see, it's little things, like how you kept a lid on all this mess, General.
Colonel.
Colonel! You'll make General. Yeah, you see, you're thinking maybe that there's more of these creatures around, huh? That maybe they'll get into your secret silos, your underground missile and SAC bases down there. Maybe they have already, huh? Well, did you ever think that they might be down there in the subways, too, and underground tunnels, down in underground garages? Did you ever think about that? I mean, when are you going to warn the general public about this?
When we feel the time is right.
And who is we?
Hey!
He's gone. Check the hall.
Easy. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, look, listen. Did Verheiden keep all of the specimens in his lab?
Verheiden's dead, and I'm getting out of here.
No, wait. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. No, look. Verheiden found something the creature is after, and I gotta find it and take it up topside.
You're on your own.
No, wait. Where about your hazard pay? Think. It's an egg.
So here I am. In a few minutes it'll be here, too. If I don't make it, if this tape is ever found, you'll at least know what happened. My only hope is it'll take this nest and go. If it won't, then good luck. The events of April 20th and 21st will never have occurred. They're going to tell me that if I ever breathe a word of this, they're going to break me like a straw man. And what about the sentry? Will its eggs hatch in the warm, dark, dank dampness of its nesting place? Who knows? Maybe the government will find the nest, maybe they won't. We'll probably never know. But if you're in a subway or a pedestrian tunnel underneath a ballpark and you think you hear something moving in the walls, it may not be your imagination. Take my advice. Don't walk. Run to the nearest exit.
Maximum fluoride protection at your fingertips.
A photo booth. I think I'll try it. What a great shot of me. And the McDonald's Happy Meal, guys? Surprise! Hamburger, fries, and soft drink. All regular size. You got the picture.
E.T.'s going home with me.
Now when you buy a McDonald's Happy Meal, you get games and cutouts about E.T., the extraterrestrial, on the box. Plus one of 4 E.T. posters, a different one each week. McDonald's Happy Meal boxes featuring E.T.
Hope you still like Kolchak. We've got some Kolchak episodes. I think I'll sprinkle those in. I don't want to overload you on Kolchak. Even though I did. I doubled down on Kolchak for, 10 weeks now? I was like, you need Kolchak. Make you watch it. Because it's my favorite, it needs to be your favorite too. As, and again, something a crazy person would say. So, as we draw to an end for tonight, I was finally able to get a copy of this. One of the best soundtracks ever. One of my favorite movies of all time. I was a big Bruce Lee fan, still am. A big Brandon Lee fan. Everybody goes, "Oh, it's his first movie." No. He did Laser Mission and he did Rapid Fire. He also was co-star in Big Trouble or Showdown in Little Tokyo. But oh my God, this is such a good album. This is, it's got The Cure, freaking Stone Temple Pilots, Nine Inch Nails, Rollins Band, Helmet, Pantera, My Life with the Thrill Kill Cult. Just a lot. This is a double black vinyl. Boom. The nice thick 180 gram. But this is what's really cool. Look at that. You get an embossed crow. As I try to show you that. It is embossed on the back of that. It is so pretty. Man, I just cannot praise this album enough. I have this on cassette, CD, and vinyl. If I could possibly get it on an 8-track, I would try to find it on 8-track, because that's just how I work. So, we are still just almost there. 10,000. We're giving this away. Giving this bad boy away. And you can have Filmation. Look at that. Like Mission Magic. You know, the Brady Kids, He-Man, Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids, Brave Star, Batman and Robin. You can learn all kinds of stuff about this. It's a good bathroom reading. Go to the toilet, sit down, and read you a Filmation book. So, all right. I'm trying to think about something cool to give out to the Patreons and stuff like that. And the other day it dawned on me, because somebody asked me if they could do this. I think I might, for Patreons, if you go above a certain point, you get to co-host a show with me for an episode. I'll bring you on. We'll record. I will tell you what cartoons we're showing or what shows we're showing on SciFriday. And you can come in. We'll record your segments. We'll edit it all together. And, yeah. I don't know. You guys interested? Let me know. Tell me. I want to do something cool. I want to get back to something. E-Dub, told you I'd give you a shout out. Yet again, shout out to everybody. You guys are all awesome. Autumn, Warren, Johnny, E-Dub, Tarek, Matty Bot. All you guys are awesome. Every one of you. I go through and spend 5 hours going through here and shouting out to everybody, but I'll just give you a couple tonight. So I want to thank everybody for showing up, watching the show every week. We are kicking ass. Thank you so very much. I know it's weird. I keep looking over. My dog's acting weird. Ain't that right, Lulu? Come here, Lulu. What's the matter? All right. For those who don't know, this is my fat baby corgi. Ha ha ha. She's not a fat baby though. There you go. Oh my God, you exploded. A hair bomb went off. So, as my other dogs come running over because I paid attention to one of the other dogs. So, wow, man, dog, you just lost like 8 pounds of hair. So, all right, well, on that note, as the hair is falling from the sky because I played with my dog for like 2 seconds. Oh, by the way, I am a animal lover. Love my animals. I love my cats. I love my dogs. I had turtles, and chipmunks, and squirrels, and rabbits. And my wife calls me Snow White. And there's a picture of me. If you go find my wife, there's a picture of me hand feeding a deer in my backyard because they followed me all the time. Literally, I would go out there and mow the yard, and the damn deer would follow me. I'd go out and feed it, like if I was eating an apple or something, and I ate to the core. I'd go out there and chuck apple cores and stuff into the yard. You get the grapes, you get the grapes at the bottom, the ones you don't eat. I'd go and I'd put them in a bucket, put them out in the yard. Deers would come in there. I got where I could get right up to them and talk and pet them, and stuff like that. I am an animal person. So, I know, weird, huh, right? Look at me. Do I look like an animal person to you? But no, I'm a loving animal person. I'm kind of a lovable person. Not really, kind of, maybe, I don't know. So, you guys all take care. Before I ramble on, take care. I'll see y'all there. Later, Captain out. Bye.